Hi, good afternoon people. This is the 1st of July 2026 and this is my allotment. This is a progress so far. As you can see, no fruit on the plums. I've let the branches grow long this time. Pears are struggling as well. It's been a very dry season. This is the water I have left in my IBC. It's intermediate bulk container. That's what it stands for. As you can see, I've got about 100 litres left. Anyway, I'll walk you through my little orchard first, which is the pears. The greenhouse which I first built when I got here. It's going to be used as a storeroom now, or to put my clivias in, which you can see at the bottom there. Let me zoom in there. There we go. So I've got a bunch of clivias there, all waiting to go back into the greenhouse, this one at least anyway. Looking on, you can see my garden, very dry at the moment, guys. There we go. Let me zoom out again, and to my right is obviously the pathway for my shed. The garden next door to mine, very dry. This has been used now by goldfinches which are visiting for the first time in 4 years. So some things regarding so-called climate change is happening. I wouldn't go, people, and believe in everything you hear about climate change. Yes, they certainly want us to believe that it's man-made, as in they are making it. Anyway, here I've got butternut squash. First time I've grown them along the ground. Normally I put them against a fence and let them grow up the fence. A little pond to encourage frogs, which will hopefully eat some of the slugs, which will hopefully probably also get eaten by hedgehogs. But I have not seen any hedgehog poo on this allotment. Well, certainly not on my patch of land, at least anyway. I used to have, but not this year, folks. Not this year at all. Anyway, with it I've got some strawberries, as you can see, the strawberry bed. No fish in it. Obviously I'm not putting fish in. I let the frogs spawn and do their thing. And as for the tomatoes, which are beefsteak, buffalo heart, all the way down the side there, they're doing alright. Potatoes again, sweet chestnuts, two of them there, which need to be transplanted out into the forest where I've transplanted so many others. This is my asparagus bed. Again, it's looking better. It's now 3 years old, planted from seed. So everything takes patience when you're in an allotment, guys. Everything, let me tell you. Not sure why this is. Those are wild mushrooms. They just, not mushrooms, they're tomatoes. Self-seeded. As you can see, the beetroot at the bottom of the base, at the base of them. The beetroot, unfortunately, they got overtaken by the tomatoes. But I thought, well, heck, they're growing for free, so let them carry on. That's maize. No, not sweet corn. This is maize, which I'm growing. It's from a heritage seed, as are the tomatoes. All is heritage seed here, which I'm trying to promote, at least on my bit of land. So cherry, you can see the leaves looking a little bit weathered today, and a fig behind it. And this, guys, is another IBC which I'm going to land all plumbed up to the first IBC I showed you. So I can transfer water between these two bulk containers and to the trough, which I'll show you on the other side of the garden. But anyway, this is the greenhouse I've been busy with this year, the last 2 weeks in fact. It's all plumbed in, it's all ready for rain, but the rain ain't coming just yet. I have my compost heaps, and there's 4 cubic meters just dedicated for compost. It's important. Yeah, I've got sweet jubilee grapes, as well as green Italian variety. I forget the name of them, but I should have actually marked them down, but I think I did. But anyway, my beans are looking good. These are just typical runner beans. Some more maize, and that's the entrance to my shed, guys, my greenhouse. So this is the main greenhouse, and that's fed, watered from that tap over there from the IBCs. Any one of the IBCs will water this here. There's another bunch of tomatoes that were growing wild, so plonked them in. And I have pawpaw here, papaya, as some people probably know. I planted these 2 days ago, and they look like they've taken. Those two look like they're struggling a bit, but I think they will come right. Anyway, I have a ginger plant here, parsley there, oregano there, chives. I've got something over here, and then tarragon. This I made, like I say, it's probably cost me pretty close to £1,000 with all the plastic and the wood and that. The wood I had to buy again because I bought this wood last year, well, some of it last year, and it bent. It's not being cured properly, so it tends to bend while it's drying out further. Anyway, so that's the trough I was telling you about. So both IBCs will feed the trough. Both IBCs will feed the greenhouse, but the trough cannot feed anything. It's got a one-way in system. That's just when you operate on a float. Strawberries again, Cambridge variety. That's a peach again from South Africa, yellow peach. With behind that goji berry, which is hidden by the grapes now, but they are delicious, I must say. That's goji berry there. Let me see if I can focus in properly. Can you see it? Yeah. Zoom it in maybe. And focus. I think I'm going past today. That's better. That's goji berry. They dry them out. You normally taste the dried out ones, but these are wet, moist, and they're very nice. The rest of the garden, guys, is really dry. I've rested these two beds here. They are rested this year. Let me try and focus in here. And then I've got my blackberries, which has gone a full blast. But I've let it grow like this because I've been busy doing the greenhouse, and that was more important for me to get done and let the blackberries do their thing. I'm filming on my camera today, guys, which is an old 5D Mark II. So it doesn't have automatic focus, etc, etc, so just bear with me while I try and get things focused.